old creek water, sitting in a tree stand, certified deer stalker. But right now I'm busting my ass on this 9 to 5. But you better believe when the season's change, if it's brown, it's down. If it flies, it dies. If you're gonna hunt, you gotta do it right. Shotgun or rifle, you ready to go? Camo and ammo, that's my motto.
Welcome, everybody, once again to Camo and Ammo, right here on Undefined Radio. We're your host, Chad Martin, and as always,
David Hawkins.
Good to have you, ladies and gentlemen, here again, once again, right with us. Man, we just got back from Texas. And when I say we just got back from Texas, I mean we haven't been here 2 hours working on this show, getting ready for this show, because this is our big post-duck hunt show. As most of you know, if you've been listening, we went on a big duck hunt to Texas last week.
Well, last week, yesterday.
Yesterday.
Right.
So
we left after the show, though.
We're recording this on a Sunday night after we roll back into town. And then, of course, it airs on Thursdays.
Right.
And we duck hunted Saturday morning, bright and early, 27 degrees outside.
Yeah, it was nice. And since we've been back, all we've done is actually hit the ground, unload cameras, computers, cards, getting all the video ready to show, to put together, to post up on the Facebook page, on the Camo and Ammo Facebook page. It'll be airing on there as soon as it's up, so it won't air right after this show because we got so many other things in the line coming up that will be, but it will be coming up. We will announce it on the Camo and Ammo Facebook page to let you know that it's going to be airing. Also, you'll be able to actually see this show on. Oh yeah, we're doing that now.
On Bowhunter Unleashed.
On the Bowhunter Unleashed YouTube, but it'll also be on our Camo and Ammo Facebook page.
That's right. It's going to be everywhere.
Yeah, we're getting big time, or we're trying to be big time, right?
Hey, we're getting there, dude. But and that's the thing. Like you said, we rolled into town.
Yeah.
And hit the ground running and stuff. We took about 30 minutes to eat, and we're right at it. Because there's a lot of footage we have to go through. Yeah,
there's a lot to this one. We got, we had 3 different cameras. I thought we'd have 4, and one of them broke last minute. So.
That's all right. Well, we still got lots of good footage.
Yeah, but I sure missed that 4th camera this trip, though. That would have been nice to have. But hey, things break, and so
we learned some lessons.
Yeah, we did. It's going to be some good pointers for next duck season.
That's right.
Getting out doing some duck hunting and getting back over to Northeast Texas. I know we will be shooting again over there for sure.
And thank Tyler Price and the guys down there for having us on this hunt.
Yeah, absolutely. Tyler Price and his gang of Three Rivers Outdoors.
That's right.
That they're getting fired up over there. So congratulations to them.
We were in a nice setup, man.
Man,
they took some time to put this puppy
Those guys
together.
put a lot of effort to a last-minute commitment by them to get us in there. And, it was no holds barred. They went all out for us, that's for sure.
They did. They did. They put some work into it.
Yeah, they weren't playing.
No, we thought we were just going to show up for a duck hunt, get to do this and film some things, but wow.
Yeah, kind of more like I used to hunt them when we used to hunt.
Sure.
Younger, I'd go stand in the pond, not the pond, I'd go stand in the cypress pond and shoot ducks woodies as they flying into them cypress ponds and stuff. But these boys, they did it right. The setup was good, and we saw a lot of ducks.
Oh, we saw a lot of ducks.
It was one of them days that started extremely flipping cold.
Yeah.
Overcast, very cloudy, and a little windy.
Yeah, it was. The sunrise, though, holy crap, man. Our view for this sunrise.
I'm going to tell you what, folks. You got to see the photos. You have got to go on the Camo and Ammo fan page.
Yep.
You have got to check out these photos that are going to get posted, and there's probably going to be a couple different collages. I imagine the guys from Three Rivers Outdoors will be wanting to post up some of their pictures, which they're, heck yeah, they're more than welcome to. I imagine they'll be posting some of their other duck hunts also. But it was an amazing view. It was beautiful. Even though it was so cold, it was, 27 when we got in the blind?
Yes, it was.
It didn't feel that way. And that got a little cold later in the day, but later in the morning, rather. But it wasn't that cold, laying in the dark, waiting for the sun to light up and get legal shooting time.
That's right.
And
they knew exactly what time that was.
Well, Tyler was counting it down. Hey, guys, we got 5 minutes. We got 3 minutes. We got 2 minutes. 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. You know, I mean, you got
Yeah.
the warning, man. It's coming.
But what was beautiful about that is these guys play by the rules. They don't just go out there and go, yeah,
No.
well, we can just say when it was.
No.
They're like, can't shoot until then. We're not going to call nothing in until then. Here it is.
There were no calls, no nothing, no anything. Set total silence. I mean, other than us all BSing around a little bit.
Did a little bit of that.
No, exactly. I mean, they were spot on. Really liked the way they did it. Professional. Love the calling. We got to use what? Downrange calls. And man, were they good. And gosh, Tyler worked the crap out of them things. Him and I believe the other one calling was
Jason.
Was it Jason?
Well,
no.
Jason called a little bit, but
Jason
you also had Hunter Westbrook was calling
I think
crazy. He was calling out ducks coming in. He was calling.
But I think
I'm not sure. Was it Hunter Morris or it might have been? I think it was Hunter Morris.
One of the
other one.
One of the hunters was using the other downrange.
Yeah,
call.
I think it might have been Hunter Morris using another call.
I
Tyler Hunter. There were two hunters. Hunter Westbrook.
Right.
Who was setting? He was in the blind right beside
Right.
me. He was calling out ducks coming in and out.
yeah.
So he didn't do as much shooting as the rest of us, especially early on, because he was.
Right.
You know, look, when I say they went out for us and were spotting and calling out the ducks, that's what they did.
Yeah, I mean, they were. They didn't take over the hunting. They really allowed us to get in there and get in the middle
That's
of
right.
it. They set us up. They set us up the best they could to give us the most success we could get. And in saying that, how long has it been since you hunted?
30 years duck hunting.
30 years of duck hunting. So for me, let's see, my son's 20. What year are we in? 2018. So he's 27.
Yeah,
He's 27. So for me, it's been probably 25.
So close to it. I mean, it's
maybe a little bit less than
us.
that, but yeah. I mean, I just haven't duck hunted.
Duck hunt.
Right. That's right. It's like I did it younger as a young man and had my lab and I loved it. But as we talked in other shows, you go through phases where you can and can't do things. You got to pick and choose. And for me, it's always been deer hunting. It's always been bow hunting. If we continue to do as well as we are, and hopefully as well as we can in life at this age and stage, I see some duck hunting next year coming, though, man. I got plans.
I got the itch for this. It was so much fun.
It's a
being out
blast.
there. It was fun really hunting in that group, too.
Right. Oh, no, they were great. They were entertaining. No
yes,
doubt,
they
hands
were.
down, they were entertaining.
I mean, because when you're sitting out there in the cold and you're waiting on ducks to come in, there's some lull times coming in.
Oh, yeah. It gets a little boring there for a few minutes.
That's right. And you have
10,
to work
15
the
or so.
ducks in. It's not like they're just going to come. You throw out some decoys and they're just going to fly right in. We talked about at the top of the show, the prep time itself for this show was a long time. I mean, they took an hour at least plus just to set up.
Right. They had to get their stuff set up. We had to get our stuff set up, and try and get all the footage you need. And that's the hard part. A lot of people think you just go out here and just shoot this stuff. And you can, if all you want is just the kill shot sometimes of something. But the B-roll footage and the trying to get people introduced and trying to make sure everybody's, on camera, or you getting some pretty decent views. And like I said, we lost a camera there the night before, went down on us and broke. So we lost that other angle of the other end of the, of the line.
We wanted it on both ends.
We wanted it on both ends, and we didn't get that. And, it happens. And so, next time.
You do the best you can with what you got.
More cameras, more batteries, more everything to come.
Like I said, we learned lessons off this first shoot.
Well, first time, of course, since we haven't done it so long, to shoot in the lay-down blinds.
That's right, which is a lot of fun.
Thoroughly enjoyed that. That was a whole new way of hunting, being able to pop up and shoot like that. The time and effort that these guys put into going in and grassing these blinds in, trying to make sure they blend in. You think you buy a camo blind and it's good enough, but ducks can see, man.
Yes, they can.
We knew that going. I've always known ducks have very good eyesight, but it is just fun to watch. And then even trying to figure out when they flare out. Why they flare out? Literally, did one of us move? That was one time where I'm pretty sure I flared one of them suckers.
Oh, yeah.
I had to shift. I'm a little bit older than them boys. I had to shift around a little bit.
Oh, dude, I was the same way. My back was killing me at one point in that thing.
It come the time, hey, somebody needs to get up and go turn the camera on, one of us, and it was like, I wish anybody in the world could get up right now and go turn that camera on but me. Oh, I did not want to have to climb back. I done got down in it. Now I got to get out of it.
Sure.
Oh, good Lord. But it was a good time.
It was.
Lots of ducks, good variety of ducks.
Oh, man, yeah. Well, I mean, all you have to do is go and look at those pictures, and you'll see the different varieties.
Yeah.
There was a Woody in there.
Yeah, there's
some Drakes, mallard
we
Drakes.
only got one
hens.
Woody, which is kind of surprising where we was at, not that far off the river with that much timber and stuff that we had nearby. I was really surprised. I'm used to more of the Woodies and hunt the way I used to in the timber.
That's right, because we were in Red River County, which is right by the Red River, Texas-Oklahoma state line.
We were right off the river, really.
Yes, we were. You could see the tree line of the river.
Yes.
Out in the distance, out in the horizon.
And you could see a ton of ducks dropping in.
Oh, man, yeah.
Oh, we could see them dropping in all kind of folks' holes around us, too.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't just where we were at, but you could see them dropping in elsewhere, and it was like, oh, man, just look at the ducks piling in. They had, scouted out the day before, figuring out the layout, had somebody out there or the morning before waiting for the sun to come up, the whole 9 yards, decided where we were going to set up. We probably didn't see as many ducks as they did the day before, but who cares, man? We dropped a hammer on some ducks.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Teresa, her first duck hunt ever.
That's right.
So she was in the blind next to me, and I heard them say, take him, and up we come, and I throw up the shotgun, and all I see is this duck explode as I hear a shotgun go off, and I go, well, ain't no doubt who just shot that one.
That's right.
I mean, it was coming dead on. As Jason said, it was about to set on her face.
That's right.
I mean, it was coming.
Exactly. She was immediately to your left.
Yeah. So, it was kind of cool. It was cool to be in the on this duck hunt, and it be her first duck hunt. Us getting to try out the downrange calls and to get to hear them get worked, and
it was good, and they were working them, man.
And they sure sounded good.
They did. Speaking of downrange calls, let's go ahead and take a quick break.
You got it.
Get this sponsorship in there, because we took 2 calls down there. Like I said, Tyler got to work one. Hunter Morse, I think, was the other one that got to work those calls, and they were working them hard. And we really appreciate that. We appreciate Nick Snyder, Jerry Rogers from Downrange Calls for supplying those calls and letting us use those bad boys and take them down there. We gave one away to Tyler for putting together that hunt.
Together and doing all the work for us, man.
And he did. So when you see the video, you'll get to see the presentation, because it was only right to do that. I mean, because they let us on their lease to do this, and look, these guys put a lot of time and effort into their hunts.
I'll say this. If I'd have had a downrange call to give every one of them and could have, I would have.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this, every one of them, after listening to them and after a couple of guys getting to use them, wanted a downrange call.
Yeah.
I mean, every one of them wants one. Every one of them want to use one. And when how much are they? When I told them, they're like, oh, man, that's great. That's a good, fair price.
Well, especially for a unique call they're all different. They're all individual.
They're all
unique.
They're all beautiful, and trust, whether it's a single or double, they sound good.
That's right. And here you go. Here's Downrange Calls right here on UndefinedRadio.com, Camo and Ammo. We'll be back right on the other side of this break.
You can have your own handmade duck call from Downrange Calls, handcrafted from imported exotic woods for a look you won't find anywhere else. Nick Snyder and Jerry Rogers are ready to fulfill your desire for a call that is ready to display and ready to hunt. Contact them on Facebook at Downrange Duck Calls. Take time to check out their gallery and videos demonstrating the versatility of these calls. Check them out today. Get your call and be ready with a handmade downrange call when dawn breaks. Downrange Calls, Mooreville, Mississippi, on Facebook at Downrange Duck Calls.
All right, we're back here on Camo and Ammo on UndefinedRadio.com. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Just want to let you know, we mentioned the Bowhunter Unleashed YouTube channel. Go check that out. Like and subscribe to that channel. Go like and share the Camo and Ammo Facebook page. Our fan page is out there, so you can see all the new stuff that we put out, all the new content, the pictures from this duck hunt, the videos that we're putting together. We're going to have our big YouTube duck hunt. This duck hunt will be on YouTube for too long.
Yeah,
that's going to be awesome. Zach does a great job with our videos. He'll have it up.
Yeah, he's doing wonderful work. We talked the last show about the boys some, about that passion, about trying to find out what they're passionate about and getting them involved into it and trying to get them out hunting. But that is Zach's pack. Man, he has jumped all over this, and he loves it, and he's got a good eye for it.
He does.
So check it out. I can't wait till he puts this show together, because we've given him everything you could ask for, I think, footage-wise.
He's going to have a lot to go through.
That's the challenge, and that's what's going to make this duck hunt video a good video to watch.
I think so, too.
Right.
I really do. So it was a lot of fun. We got there now because we're going to have like some of this footage is shot in the dark almost.
It's
we get
barely
the drive in,
yeah.
unloading equipment, getting that stuff. You'll see the guys actually putting out the decoys.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a handful of decoys these guys put
No,
out.
and they did. And they put on a good spread. They did a really good job. I mean, I think 3 or 4 guys brought their decoys in. Got out there and set it up, and it was cold.
It was.
So while Senatobia, Mississippi, and everybody was getting over their snowfall that they had in southern Arkansas, we were just sitting over freezing.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we were.
There wasn't no snow, but we were freezing. It was cold.
No. And when that sun started peaking up, it was one of those beautiful western purple skies you see sometimes. You read about in novels.
Man, it was
so
fantastic.
Gorgeous. It was unbelievable.
But, the sight of the ducks coming in right at that daybreak, right at shooting time. I mean, it's shooting time, and we're up calling, and they're up working, and they're saying, shoot them, take them, pretty quick.
Yeah, it was. I mean, really, the lull didn't come till after full sunrise when the clouds finally cleared away.
Yeah, when they cleared off and it got nice and bright, we finally hit a lull there.
Yeah. But then those ducks were spotting like crazy. And when you were talking about flaring off earlier, they were flaring at every little thing, too, because at one point, that was the only thing. We had the sun shining off the water.
Right.
And, man, you had to put your sunglasses
It
on.
was
You were going to go
bright.
blind. And those ducks were spotting it and seeing it.
Well, and they, it's late season. I think they got 2 more weekends.
Yeah.
So these ducks have all been shot at pretty well.
They're pretty skittish at this point, so probably everything's frightening
Some
them
of
a
them
little
are probably sore,
They sure are. Look, some of them ducks were tough.
I tell you what, they take it.
Oh, man.
They take, especially
Because-
them old mallards, man.
they-
It's like, can we bring that sucker down?
You had 8 people shooting at these ducks, and they were unloading. And you'll see this, hopefully you'll see this in the video. There was one time we shot 13, 14 times. One duck went down. Another duck that was just unloaded on was not going down.
Well, I don't think he was ever hit.
I don't think he was
All
either.
I saw was him getting out of there.
It's like he had, ESP. He was dodging that shot left and
Let
right.
his buddy come in, and once that started, he said, I might have hit. He
Yeah,
was
I'm
lagging
gone.
back a little bit.
Yeah, it was. But that's what made it so much fun too.
Yeah.
You never knew what was gonna happen, and they were coming in there. And also, when the sun came up, you really saw the extent of the spread they put out on those decoys.
Right. Well, and just our setup overall, the blinds all laid in. I mean, we're right on the water's edge. We're brushed in. You know, the backdrop behind each blind to try and give you some leeway to move to disguise that movement. They did everything they could to provide the best hunt opportunity for all of us.
Oh yeah.
You and Teresa.
We did not hesitate for action. We did not lack for action.
No,
at all.
I think they were, hey, it's it's getting a little slow, and I was like, oh, I get to lay here a minute now. I'm gonna slide back down this blind, get out of the wind for a little bit, try to warm up, because after the daylight, it seemed to really drop off another 4 or 5 degrees, and the wind picked up a little bit.
Yeah, it did.
Till the sun got hot, kind of higher, and then it finally started warming up. But oh man, I'm a fan.
Oh yeah,
I am a fan. And I'm going to enjoy doing it again. And I think we're going to wind up putting the investment in. And
got to now.
doing
I almost
yeah.
feel like you have to, because you want to be. When you're around the guys like that who have a passion for it, it rubs off on you, and you see how they take it seriously. They take it, and not only do they take it seriously, but they have fun with it.
Well, that's the thing. It's that love of it. It's that passion for it. They have it.
Yeah.
But ducks is where it's at for them, man. I mean,
Oh, yeah, they love the
That's
ducks.
what they do. It's titled like, why would I sit in a deer stand all day when I could do this?
Yeah,
And hey, man, I get it. It's not boring. It is not boring. And to listen to all the calling, to me, to lay there and just listen to the guys call, and one's calling one way, one's calling another way. They're using different calls. They're changing up calls because everybody's got multiple calls.
that's right, and they all sound different.
Oh yeah,
They weren't when they were chirping out there and barking at the ducks. There's different sounds that they're not all doing the same things.
Well, and it's just fun to watch that duck, like they're going to curl out of there and go someplace else, and all of a sudden somebody hits a call, and all of a sudden you see them bank, and it's like,
Yeah.
oh, wait a minute, what do we want to leave for? I think we need to go back. And that's like, okay, got your number down.
Well, Tyler popped a goose call in there a couple times that turned some ducks.
That turned some mallards, and that was pretty. I mean, those things were out there, and Tyler hit it just for fun. He just hit it, and when he did, I said, "Hey, Tyler, that turned them." He hit it again. They turned a little harder, and they circled right back around, come back in. Of course, and then they get back on the duck calls. But
that's right.
It was just funny to see that goose call. Hook those birds, those big birds.
Yeah, they were very attentive to that call. That was amazing to see that.
I think it was because it was later in the day too.
Probably so.
Of course, we start out. You got all the little smaller birds coming in, the smaller ducks coming in at first, the first light stuff. Then as it gets brighter, you got some of the bigger ducks and starting to get up off the water. I guess bigger guys. We like to stay in a little bit later.
That's a fact.
Don't have to get up so early, but it was a blast. They said earlier in the year they'd had a ton of geese too at the first of the season. So we might ought to make an early season trip and maybe maybe we'll do 2 trips. Hey, Tyler and guys over at Three Rivers, how about let's get 2 hunts in next year?
I think so. I mean, but here was the cool thing. Like, we bought our licenses down there.
Right.
Now, buying an out-of-state license really isn't that expensive. I got a 5-day tag.
Right.
For $48. Right. I mean, so you got to do that. There's a little $7 out-of-state fee and another $28 stamp that you got to get.
Stamp, right.
But still, for an out-of-state hunt, for 5 days, you can go limit every day. And these guys are used to limiting
a lot.
They've almost every time they go out, they do real well. And we put down some ducks.
Well, and that's because they put in the work. Now, when I say they put in the work, they put in the work on their lease to scout their ducks, to constantly have somebody out watching when they can. They're working guys. I mean,
they are.
They're working class guys. Tyler works 5 days a week just like everybody else. But they manage to. One of them skips out there before work Friday morning maybe to see what's going on, to give them an idea of what they need to be doing Saturday morning. And they put a lot of effort to it. You know what? What does it say? How does it go? When much is given, much is received.
Yeah.
So when you give a lot of effort, much reward is received for that effort, and they do put in the effort. And that's what makes any hunt good, but it dang sure makes what they do good.
Oh, it definitely does. And that was the cool thing, too, is I know a lot of people watch these hunting videos, or they'll see somebody, a hunter, these people who are not hunters, and they'll go, oh, man, they're just out there killing these animals and stuff. Those guys were discussing, all right, who's taking what?
Right.
Look, I need some of these for my freezer and stuff.
That's right.
They eat what they kill.
Right. Yeah.
And we've talked about this many times on the show.
Well, I think it's important. It's, for me, that's why you should hunt. I mean,
yeah.
I go to Africa and hunt. Of course, I don't get to bring it back, but I do get to eat it while I'm there, and it does go to the market. A lot of that stuff goes to the market over there. But doing it you love doing it, and doing it because you like to eat it. They were talking on recipes a little bit there as we was leaving. They're trying to give me a few ducks, and I'm like, "Whoa, I ain't got any freezer space." If I did at this point, I'd have gladly taken some, because I sure want to get down and cook and work with some recipes.
Definitely.
With them. And but I know that they got plenty in the freezer too. So when I run back over there for whatever reason, I might as I get a little space, I might go and pick up a duck just later on in spring or something when it's nice weather to get outside and cook. There's some things I want to try. So
Tyler's got a freezer full of them.
He ain't the only one. All them boys are loaded up.
Yes, they are. They definitely are. And look, and once again, to you guys out there who had us down there, we appreciate it. Both hunters. Jason, we appreciate it. Jason was hilarious anyway. I mean, Levi out there stalking ducks. I mean, his little stalk on that last duck was great.
It's on video. I got to apologize that I was a little focused on what he was doing there, because Chad had to hand the camera off to me to finish up that little
Oh yeah, because of how we were sitting,
right,
or laying in that blind.
So I didn't get the duck coming down, but I did get air.
You get the aftermath.
I got all the aftermath.
Yeah, great.
Before and the aftermath. Yeah. So,
and just know when you see that video, he got that duck.
There's no doubt
he hammered that duck. It was awesome.
Yeah, a lot of effort put in on that. But he's like, can't go home without one more. Got one more.
But this was other thing. Going back to what I was talking about earlier, though, about these guys are unselfish and stuff, and it's not about, I know I hit that bird. That's the bird I hit. You didn't hit it. I hit it. It really wasn't about that. It was like, we want to get our limit. We don't care who gets our limit. We're hunting as a group here.
Right, that's right.
Because when you've got 8 people shooting, It's
You
hard
don't know. You don't know. You
It's
don't
hard to tell. Every now and then you can tell that person probably nailed that one. That one probably, like Hunter Morris made a shot going backwards over his right shoulder on one duck early that morning.
Right.
Because it landed on the bank.
Right, yeah, behind us.
Oh,
over
yeah.
over
It
the
was,
front.
it was a phenomenal shot.
And thank you guys for making Teresa feel
Yes.
so. She just felt like one of the guys, really. I mean,
She
they,
did.
they really.
And they were really respectful, too.
They were.
Because you know that's not their normal
I'm sure.
attitude.
I'm
It
sure
just
there was
the
a little.
guys.
I'm sure there was a little holding back.
Yeah, they were.
In some of the ribbon and conversation stuff. But look, we got down. We were done, and there was a really big mallard. Who killed that big mallard? The thing was it was huge. But so he was getting it mounted. Where do I mount it or don't I mount it? You know, and I was like, absolutely, you need to mount this duck. You don't. I'm gonna take it. I'll mount it. You know,
Yeah.
gosh, dang, he was beautiful. But we knew he killed that one because
Oh,
he
yeah.
had killed that one while he was out picking up ducks.
That was Levi.
That was Levi. Okay. But at the end of the day, it was, hey, Teresa, you know, you want a duck, you need a duck, you know? And so we knew she'd gotten a mallard, of course, at that the one there right in
That's
front of
right.
us, like to drop it in her lap or whatever. But pretty sure it was mallard. Anyway, you know, it was like, pick your duck. We don't care. Pick you a
Yeah.
duck. You need to get a duck mounted. And I was like, absolutely. I mean, do it, you know. So, and then Jason took some time out, showed her some cool ideas of ways to have it done. And I was kind of surprised, but she's doing the dead mount.
Which is a cool looking mount.
Man, so I'm going to have to build the box and all that. And I think we're going to build a box, probably put a photograph in from the hunt.
Sure.
And, you know, and have that duck hanging there inside the box with it. But, you know, they took the time out to try and he had to give her some ideas. And, of course, he was dropping it off the taxidermist over that he uses.
Yeah.
And so he just wanted to make sure she was getting the mount she wanted, the way she wanted it. So, I mean, it's extra effort, man. That was a good to Jason for that. Thank you very
That's
much.
right. That's right. So we had fun. The duck hunt was a success, a complete success.
Huge success for me. I got to go.
Man, we're talking about for so. Look, I hadn't shot a shot other than skeet, and we talked about this on the last show. Now I've shot skeets, you know,
Right.
a few times in the past year, but I haven't. Again, shooting skeets and out there actually hunting in the action when it's happening,
It's two different
coming
things.
at you. It's two different things. But man, after you get them first couple of shots off, you're going, okay. Let me tell you a funny story real quick before we go. So we're sitting there, we're getting the hunt started, right? And, you know, we start shooting, the ducks come in, boom, boom, and I raise my gun up, and the other guys are shooting. I was like, okay. So that happens a couple times, right? So we're doing this a couple times. and
Okay, this is going to be why I didn't hear you shooting so much.
this is why when you first started, I didn't shoot so much. So we're shooting the gun. So everybody's shooting, bam, bam. I'm like, what is going on here? So I pull my trigger and nothing happens. So I don't say anything. So the second time they come in, once again, I was like, because I had them dead beat. I mean, just dead bang
they
right
were
in front.
coming straight in.
I was like, are you freaking kidding me right now? I was like, what? And I looked down at my gun. I thought, and I clicked that little button. It popped the hand back, and then I never had one in the chamber.
you never racked it back.
Well, it was dark when we were trying to rack it, so I
Right.
couldn't see it
See
go
it.
in there. So I thought it was, and I thought, well, maybe something's jammed up in here. And it just once
Oh, wasn't nothing
once
jammed up in
daylight
that
hit-
shotgun.
No, it's just my freaking mind. And
I mean, I've been prone to hand somebody a dud or something every now and then, but I wasn't going to do that. to
that was all Chad right there. That was all that was. I was like, oh man,
Well, I noticed
are
it
you
was
kidding me?
I know it was a little quiet in the blind next to me, and I thought maybe he's filming because I think you had camera up first or something.
Yeah.
You was handling first because Chad's filming a little bit, and I thought, well, it's a little
It's a little dark yet.
for the camera. It's a little
Yeah.
a little low in light. It looks that way on the camera. It's plenty of light, but it was for us. But for the cameras, it could be a little bit tricky.
That's right.
So I thought, okay, he's laying off. Maybe he's going ahead and try and see what he can get with the camera. Maybe he's doing some close-up action.
Yeah.
But no, what it really was
That's
is
right.
Chad had never loaded his shotgun.
And
Let's
see,
just
no
be
one would have
honest.
known. I didn't
No-
have to tell
no
you
clue.
that story.
No
Nobody
clue.
had a clue because there's so much going on.
No, I
but
never had a clue.
that's the truth of what happened. I did not have one loaded. In that
I
freaking
can
chamber.
say this. Thank you, Teresa, for filling my blind full of shotgun shells.
Yeah, and thank you for supporting me over there one blind over with the same shotgun shells because it happened a lot.
That little 20 gauge Winchester was kicking them out.
Oh, it
boy.
was throwing it out everywhere. All right, guys and gals, we're out of time. We got to go.
Yeah,
We got to go.
Flies fast.
That's right. So we appreciate you guys and gals tuning in. This is Chad,
This is David.
and we'll talk to you soon.
I'd rather be waist deep in some old creek while I'm sitting in a tree stand certified deer stalker, but right now I'm busting my ass on this 9 to 5. But you better believe when the seasons change, if it's brown, it's down. If it flies, it dies. If you're gonna